This is the first album that this lineup has ever made together, and we all just got together four or five times a week in my old bedroom and hashed out some ideas until it turned into songs. And yeah, so it's the first record with the four of us all on it together.
We've done some like 7-inch singles, but not a full length.
3 years ago, my lineup at that time had left, and Matt and Dave used to play in a band called the Tits around Nashville. We played shows together. Turbo Fruits and the Tits played shows together, and my lineup had left probably like a week or two before a tour that was booked. So I had to like make a had to make some phone calls, and Matt and Dave kind of learned the songs and filled in for that tour, and then they somehow managed to stick around. I'm just kidding. And then about 2 years ago, this jackass over here, Kingsley, we went to high school together, and we both barely passed high school and graduated at the same time. And he joined about a little bit over 2 years ago, and has been helping whoop ass since. We went out there and just pumped out 11 tunes in like a week, and we recorded with Jim Eno of Spoon in Austin, Texas, at his studio. And he came up to Nashville a couple times, a couple months before, just to listen to some of the songs, and we just practiced a lot, practiced over and over and over. And one of his requirements is to have us tour down to the studio. So we toured for a week down there. We practiced all of our songs live every night, which probably helped. So once we got in the studio, we were really comfortable and confident with all the tunes, and we were able to get out some good takes pretty quickly. Whereas in other experiences I've had in the studio, that wasn't as prepared, so it would take longer to get a good take, or you'd compromise the quality of the take you would get by not having time to practice. So yeah, we just were really prepared.
That's what happens when you play with professionals like us.
we were hitting a lot of the songs like in the first 4 or 5 takes, and like the first track on the record, it's like no overdubs except for vocals, and we were pretty ready.
A crap perfection.
we tore our asses off, so we're pretty comfortable with playing with each other for sure.
Yeah, we've had the past couple of months off at home, but yeah, we just did the springtime was the longest tour we've ever done, I think. It was like
besides Surfer Blood.
Oh, okay.
No, it was just as long as that.
They're both about 10 weeks long, but yeah, going 10 weeks straight without going home is pretty crazy.
We were out with Deer Tick for 10 weeks.
The last day of the tour, after 65 days, we had to double down and play a show at like noon, and then drive straight to New York and play a show that night. So it was a hell of a way to wrap up to it.
Yeah, we were all about to lose our minds.
When I got home, I was like so emotionally unstable from all the emotional neglection that happens when you go on a tour that long, because you're just doing the same thing over and over, and you don't have time to be by yourself. I remember watching a really bad chick flick. I started like tearing up a little bit during one of the parts. So yeah, something was definitely wrong after I got home. So I'd never cry.
We do all the driving. We do everything.
Sell merch.
And, everything.
Settle out. Take care of loading, sound checking, all the fun stuff.
We did stay in some hotels because we didn't want to lose our minds and we didn't want to get sick. But we did a lot of sharing doubles and like sleeping on top of each other.
I think one time I woke up with my hand on Kingsley's ass. Apparently,
Yeah,
I don't remember, but yeah.
He was talking in his sleep too.
Matt and I fall asleep that way.
I woke him up. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, sorry, dude."
Yeah.
That was like 7 weeks in.
Yeah, Kingsley was so tired one day we were like diving on the bed and had our alarms going off, like 4 of them in the room, and there's just nothing. He was like a dead person.
The last show of the Deer Tick tour was probably my favorite on the tour. It was.
Where was
The
that?
Palace. Does that sound right?
That was a fun show.
Yeah, that was like a
900
serious
people
show.
or something. That was crazy.
That was Macaulay's birthday too. We smashed him with a cake
Yeah.
on his last song. What? Yeah, the Vermont out. Yeah, the outside festival.
yeah.
Yeah. We didn't play that one.
Yeah,
We did get real weird that night.
There was cake all over
Finally
the
understood
stage.
dubstep after going to that fucking festival.
Yeah, we were the night before the Boston show. We were at Friendly Gathering Festival in Vermont, and there's just some weird things floating around that festival, and we were all just
We
hanging
got
out.
our hands on it.
We got our hands on it.
Had
We were all
to
hanging out,
Be alone for a half hour.
and we walked into some electronic dubstep tent and just got really into it.
Oh,
Pulled out all my old hardcore moves, pick up a change, starting the lawnmower.
Well, thanks a lot for having us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Looking forward to seeing you on the internet.